Hey guys, fancy seeing you all here. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to make these industrial pike racks. These are the same racks I bring to my vintage markets every weekend, and after a ton of comments, I figured it's finally time to make this video. I've been using these racks for a little over 2 years. I've dinged them up, I've banged them around, and honestly, they're really great quality. You can use these for vintage markets, you can put them in your home, in a garage as extra storage. But one thing to note is they are pretty strong. These are made out of 3/4 inch pipes, and for reference, I'm about 175 pounds and I'm able to freely hang on these guys. It wouldn't be a proper how-to video if I didn't show you guys what exactly to buy. So let's make a trip to the hardware store. We're at the hardware store now. We're at Home Depot, but you can go to Lowe's. I would suggest between Home Depot or Lowe's because that tends to be like the cheaper of the place. But we're looking for the plumbing section. I haven't been in this Home Depot before, so we're gonna look around and we're gonna cut to when we find the plumbing section. We're at the plumbing section. This is what I'm looking for. We are looking for the galvanized pipes. These are the stuff that my racks are made out of. Whenever you're shopping for racks, I prefer going with galvanized. It's a little bit more expensive than this black steel pipe over here. The thing with black steel pipe is it's very greasy and it is more prone to rust, where the galvanized, it has a coating on it so it won't rust. There are different sizes of these. My racks are made out of 3/4 inch pipes, whereas you can buy 1/2 inch pipes. They're a little bit cheaper that way, but I like 3/4 inch because they're a little thicker and like, yeah, they might be a little overkill for clothing racks, but I just like the sturdiness of them. Whenever you are buying the racks, you can buy the 10-foot pipes, and they don't have it here, but I'll put a photo up over here. It's like this machine that cuts and threads them. So what you can do is, because a 10-foot pipe is $32 for this pipe, but you can buy the 5-foot. If you don't want to cut it, you just want to buy the 5-foot, it is $26. So basically if you cut 2 of these, you get 2 5-foot pipes for $32, whereas if you just don't want to talk to the employee and buy 1 for 5-foot, it is $26. So you could save a little bit of money there. Personally, whenever I got my racks done, I literally sat there for maybe 30 minutes because the employees have to do it themselves. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude, but I have a lot of racks to cut. In order to make the racks, you will need 3 of these 5-foot guys. So whether you choose to cut them or buy them, that's what you do with them. Next, you do need fittings. This is the section where you're gonna find all the fittings. There is the black iron, and this is all the galvanized, and then on the box, it will say like the different sizes. I made 3/4 inch, so we're gonna be looking at the 3/4 inch. With these, you can buy them here just because obviously they have everything you need. Or I'll try my best to link it down below. There are some wholesale websites for pipes where actual plumbers go to shop. I remember I bought a ton of my fittings from there, and let's see, the T's here are $4.63. I believe I paid $1 something per pipe because it's meant for giant wholesale orders. So at the end of the video, I'll have a price of the racks if you go I guess my route with all the discount and stuff, and the price if you just go Home Depot if you're looking to make one rack and just buy everything at once. I'm gonna go through here and grab everything we need and show you guys in the next clip all the supplies you need. Starting off with 2 T's, these are gonna go to the legs, as well as these 90-degree street elbows that connect to the flanges. We need these nipples to extend them out. You can get them longer if you want, and the floor flanges. These are the most expensive. Look down below because I do have a link to cheaper ones. 2 90-degree elbows, and we need these 5-foot pipes to actually build the racks. Quickly, my girlfriend was filming throughout the video, so shout out to her for holding the camera and being great. We just got done in the plumbing section, showing everything we needed for the racks. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm a little anxious. There was an employee next to me the whole time, and obviously, so what? I'm filming, but it's just the fact that I'm over here taking photos of different pieces and stuff like that, and I'm not buying anything, I'm just showing y'all guys. But it's just a part of thing that I'm happy with this YouTube journey, that I'm able to do stuff like this and just push past these little insecurities, unnecessary insecurities. But enough chit chat about that. Let's head back to the apartment and show you guys how to build these racks. We are back from the hardware store, and off camera, I disassembled the racks to the best of my ability. Now, like I said, I've had these racks for over 2 years, and some of the fittings on them are so tight on because these are galvanized pipe, which galvanized pipe is like the coating that goes around them. So they are, what is it, like rust resistant. But the parts of the racks where it's like threaded, the galvanized like coating kind of tears off of it. So sometimes the pieces get like rusted together and they're like impossible to take off. So I'm gonna show you guys how to get all these pieces to look like this. These are the legs that go on the racks. So the first thing you do is you grab the 5-foot piece that is one of the legs. I already have the T piece that's attached to it. I literally couldn't take it off. So imagine me screwing it on here. One thing is you do need a pipe wrench. Nothing crazy. You can even use like channel locks. Anytime you put a piece on, I suggest you just like set the pipe down, get it. Sometimes it's easier to grab like another pipe just for leverage, just to temporarily put it on. And you want to tighten every piece you put on, just so whenever you're moving the pipes around, they're like more sturdy and stuff. If you like loosely tighten it and you move it around, they're just gonna be like wobbling everywhere. So pro tip, tighten everything before you go. The next step is you grab the nipple pieces. These are the 6-inch nipples. Basically what you're gonna do to the T pieces, you're gonna put them into each side. Now that they're both loosely in, you grab your pipe wrench and you just give them a good squeeze. Just because these shouldn't come off, and they honestly shouldn't be loose either. So just, turned it the wrong way. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey with these guys. I'm gonna set this guy down and grab these. These are another piece that I couldn't get undone just because they're so like tight on together, which is good. That means I did it correctly whenever I first did it. But we have the floor flange with the 90-inch reducer. Basically what you're gonna do is you're just gonna tighten it on right here, and this is gonna be like what sticks to the floor. Some people, for extra support, they put like a wood board underneath it, and then with the holes on the floor flange, they like drill into it. And then some people even like put wheels underneath it. So these racks are super versatile, but I have 2 of these guys, which they're gonna go on each of the legs, straight onto the nipples we just put on. These are a little bit more difficult to tighten just because they're a little awkward. And just like that, we have the legs done. I didn't take apart this one just because I didn't really feel like it, but once you put 2 and 2 together, this is gonna be how they come apart. Now, depending on how many racks you do get made, one thing I like to do is on this little T part, I have little numbers on them. What I do is after I build the legs, I kind of like put the legs together, because if you go through the route where you get the pipe cut yourself to save a little bit of money, sometimes they don't line up perfectly. Like some are taller than one another, and then you don't want your like rack to be like lopsided. So what I do is before I do anything, I get all the legs together and then I kind of put them together, and the ones that are kind of similar, I put the same number on them just so I know for next time, like, okay, pair leg number 6 with leg number 6. Pair leg number 4 with leg number 4. And I believe I have like 16 of these racks. I have a lot, so there's a lot of numbers on these. I didn't tear this apart yet, but we have the top piece. This is a 5-foot piece. This is fun. This is probably like the most versatile piece, just because I have a 5-foot one and I have a 2.5-foot one, which is like cut right here. I call it my mini rack. But then as well, there's different options you can do for like the side pieces. Right now, since it's a single rack, I have an elbow on it and then another elbow on it. You've probably seen it in the videos of me like setting up. I'll put one foot on here just to hold that. All I do is stick it in. Now, this is the only thing I keep like relatively loose. Like I don't use a pipe wrench to do it, just because this is how I transport my racks. I have the legs separate and then the top separate. So whenever it's the end of the market, all I have to do is just loosen it with my hand. Obviously, if I use a pipe wrench, I'll have to use a pipe wrench at the end of the market to unloosen it, and that's just too much work. And then now that the legs are on, you just kind of lift it up, throw it back over. Oh, As you guys see here, I didn't tighten this floor flange a little too well. So this is what I mean by you get a little loose ones. But for the purpose of the video, this is fine. It just hangs out right there. But this is how you make the racks. This is the complete, like, I guess, version of it. Like I said, this is very customizable just because you can find so many of these different pieces, and it's honestly a lot of fun to like mix and match. Like for example, say you want to make a 2-tier one, what you do is you get the little T piece, you put it in here, so there's that extra one like going up, and then you just do the same thing. You put racks above, you do another like bar on top, and you have a double tier rack. There was a solid bit where I actually put a shelf on my racks. What I ended up doing was instead of a T piece, I did like a cross piece where there was 4 points, and I honestly liked how it turned out. As you can see here, I had little plushies on it. I had little like memorabilias on it. I stopped doing it just because, I'll be honest, I got lazy having to screw it on, but it was a really easy process. I just got a piece of wood, put a floor flange underneath it, screwed it in, and screwed it on top. Whenever I go to bigger shows, instead of like bringing a ton of racks, what I do is instead of an elbow piece, I put another T piece, and then I connect all the racks together. So it'll just be this like giant 4-tier, just like the photo shows right here. It'll just be this like 4-tier rack, which is much more convenient because in the process, I believe I bring like 3 less of these legs. So it's just like less stuff in my truck to haul. My lovely girlfriend behind the camera just pointed something out to me. Whenever you're doing this, wear like kind of dirty clothes, just because obviously these pipes, like, they're meant for like outdoor use and like within the house. I literally have like black gunk marks on my shirt, but I thought it was funny. I didn't even notice that. I'm just casually filming this video. But I want to talk about price real fast. I believe like doing all the shortcuts I did, trying to save all the money I did, I believe I was between like, I think it's like $80 to $90 per rack, which is honestly really good. I'm gonna have the exact number right here. Now, if you were to like say, go to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy the pre-cut 5-foot pipes, you buy everything from Lowe's, I'm gonna have the price right here of how much it is. I don't know what it is. My guess is going to be like $120 to $140 per rack, which in all reality is not bad. If you go to like Uline and you look for brand new racks, what do you call it? They're expensive. They're really freaking expensive. So these are such a great option. They look good. If you really wanted to, you can like do a little bit of sanding on them and like paint them different colors if you want them inside of a storefront in your apartment. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the video. This has been a video a lot of people have been asking for, and I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys like take the opportunity to make your own racks. If you do, DM me on Resilient HTX. I would love to see what you guys come up with. If you guys make it the same way, or maybe even if you make like a different variation that's like, let's be honest, cooler than mine. But yeah, I'm gonna get going, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm so grateful for each and every one of y'all. Oh, I almost forgot. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, bye guys.